Thanks for staying with us. Andy Martins, Alex Parr, Civic Affairs from the studios of On TV. We're live. And our final guest is Corey Gardi, a candidate for councillor in Ward 5. Thanks for coming in, Corey.
Thanks for having me, gentlemen.
You and I know each other very well.
We've known each other for a while.
You're no stranger to politics. So, Corey, what made you want to get into running for council this time around?
Well, you know what? I've been an avid follower and someone who's been really interested in civic affairs for many years, municipal affairs. I participated in a lot of political campaigns locally for people I believed in and for people I knew well at different levels. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was time that I put my name forward to demonstrate my commitment to the community, and I thought council was a good way of doing that.
That's a pretty good answer.
Yeah, I'd have to say so. And Corey, let's speak a little bit about your background. What kind of things have you done that have really made yourself think, I'm a good suitor for this councillor job?
Well, I was born, raised, and educated in Sault Ste. Marie.
That's a hot start.
I've been working here for 17 years full time. I started out as a teacher. I'm currently serve as a vice principal. I've been involved professionally throughout the community. I've volunteered my time years back through Habitat for Humanity. I've been on the Sault Ste. Marie Planning Advisory Committee in the past. And having been a participant in politics in the past, I've always found it very exciting, and I thought it was time that I could give back. And I think people who work with me know that I could be someone who's counted on as a strong advocate, and I want to do that for the residents of Ward 5 and the business owners.
No better reasons for that then.
Corey's school's right down the street from me. They do an
We were talking about that the other night.
What school you actually
Holy
go to
Cross.
school?
At Holy Cross.
Okay.
Yep.
Corey, what kind of your skills as a vice principal can you bring to the role of city councillor? Can you talk to us about that?
So what kind
a
of skills
bit?
are transferable over to that role?
Like what?
Well, I need to be a pretty good communicator. I work with a large staff. I have to be able to prioritize what's important and what necessarily isn't. Mm-hmm. I'm part of the local principals association here in Sioux. I serve on the executive of that. And I often, in conjunction with the executive, advocate for the members of our local association. I deal with, parents often call with different concerns, and I have to work to kind of resolve those as best I can. And so I think those are some of the skills that are
You got
quite
neighbors
transferable.
calling about busing issues?
I've got neighbors calling you about busing issues. We're not going to name anybody, but
No.
Who would do that?
No, I don't know.
Not Andy, definitely.
No,
not.
definitely. I've got my inside talk.
For sure. Now, speaking about prioritizing and speaking about how you do work with youth, keeping youth in the city, how important do you feel that is?
it's as important of an issue as you're going to get, right? We've been talking about diversifying our economy and economic development for years and years and years. And over the course of the last term, I think we've done as good of a job as we could. Council and the mayor have made some decisions in terms of streamlining economic development and looking at some kind of overlap there was between the Economic Development Corporation and the city. Save some money and restructure what's going on between the Innovation Center and the Economic Development Corporation. I've been talking a lot to people about pursuing an economy based on knowledge. I think, advancements in automation and technology have changed the way manufacturing occurs. It doesn't create the jobs that it used to. We can look at the steel plant for that, right? Used to employ, 10, 12, 13,000 people. Now it's probably closer to 3. But that's because of changes in automation.
Right.
So I think there needs to be a focused effort on furthering the relationship between our schools, Sioux College and Algoma University, and our businesses. And there's some people in town who are doing a good job of addressing innovation in their particular business. I think there could be a lot more focused effort in that. And if we're not, we're 20 years in here to the 21st century.
Already,
we got to get moving, and I want to kind of build on some of the momentum that started. Long and the short of it is there are businesses in town who need people to be able to work, right, and to be trained properly for the jobs that they have within their business. I'll give you an example. West end of town, Ward 5, JD Aero. It's expanded. It's as solid a business as there is in the community, okay? And I don't know, but I'm sure that the way they've been moving lately, they're going to be prepared to expand again. And we have to make sure that we have the human resource to address their need. So, you know, someplace like Sioux College, I don't know if they have an aircraft maintenance program. If they do, they need to continue it. And if they don't, they need to get one based upon like kind of my conversations within the ward. That's one example. And it's just, to go back around, it's as critical an issue as the community faces.
I'll give a shout out to JD Arrow, my old employer, but now I'm here in the Superior Media Studios.
Oh, nice.
So Corey, tell me a little bit about what the role of the city councilor is, what it is that it entails, what people should be expecting of their Ward 5 councilor.
Well, more than anything, I think a Ward 5 councilor needs to be sensitive to the concerns of the residents and the businesses that make up their constituency, okay, the constituency of the ward. I think you have to be willing to go out and meet with people. You have to be available to people. You need to be able to address their concerns promptly and efficiently. I think you need to demonstrate that you can have an effective working relationship with city staff, because ultimately they're the people who we rely on for the community services. And you know, hardworking. I think you have to be a people person and want to be more than anything, you need to be a good listener, because as you find in the midst of a campaign, it's about listening, it's not about talking. So when I've been going to doors, the best thing that I've found is that I just be quiet and I listen to what the people tell me, to kind of inform where I feel they feel the ward needs to go and the community needs to go.
And these are the kind of things that the people should be expecting of you. But what is your message to the voters of Ward 5?
The message to the voters of Ward 5 is that I am prepared to work as hard as I can to address the concerns that you have, and I will do so I will get back to you in a prompt way, and I'll be able to prioritize. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you, and I look forward to meeting as many of you as I can over the course of the next several weeks, couple months leading up to Election Day.
Awesome. Well, Corey, I want to thank you so much for your time. But that is it. Another episode of Civic Affairs in the books, all wrapped up. For me, Andy, Corey, and all of our guests earlier, I want to thank you for tuning in to another episode. But what were you saying there, Andy? Sorry to cut you off.
That's it. No.
That's it? Oh,
yeah, we're done now.
All right. Well, I guess we're done.
You guys are doing a great
Good
job.
night, everybody. Oh, thank
Appreciate
you, Corey.
Thanks, Corey, for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All good?